I would now like to invite Dr. Chinu ma'am to carry on with the session on social emotional value learning for the value of wisdom, followed by the valedictory ceremony. Over to you, Dr. Chinu ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sundarji. Welcome, everyone. So, friends, it's a very delightful moment today. After a year-long journey, we are at the culmination of the webinar series where we will be proudly recognizing all of you who have been regularly attending our webinars in this year and meticulously solving the MCQs post the webinars and also conducting the social emotional learning program in your respective schools as national value educators. You will be receiving the certificate after your result is evaluated and in conjunction with Tilak University, Pune and Gurukul Kangdi University, Haridwar. Friends, this is a kind of noble work where each contribution counts. ये एक ऐसा यज्ञ है जहाँ पर हर आहुति की जरूरत है और आप सब क्योंकि हमारे साथ इस जर्नी में साथ हैं इसीलिए हम एक के बाद एक पड़ाव पार कर पा रहे हैं। आप सब में से जो सारे वेबिनार सीरीज जिन्होंने अटेंड की और जिन्होंने सारे एमसीक्यूज अब तक सॉल्व किए हैं वो अपना नाम या आई हैव अटेंडेड ऑल वेबिनार्स ऐसे करके मैसेज में लिख दीजिए। मैं उन सब से थोड़ी देर बाद इंटरैक्ट करना चाहूंगी, आपका कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा ये जानना चाहूंगी। उससे पहले सुंदर जी ने मुझे आज कहा कि हमें एक वैल्यू का प्रोजेक्ट भी आप लोगों को बताना है। इस वैल्यू का ये जो वैल्यू है 11th ग्रेड के लिए हमने रखी है जिसका नाम है विजडम। फ्रेंड्स, this is one of my favorite topics. Sundarji, in my introduction, took the name of one of my mentors, Dr. Marsha Linehan. Dr. Marsha Linehan, as my very dear friend, Dr. Elvin already knows, is one of the most influential psychologists of the world. And if I have to choose one role model for myself, it will be Dr. Marsha. She's a phenomenal lady who has overcome so many difficulties of her own life to create a life worth living. And she has resolved to bring peace, happiness, fulfillment, richness to the lives of many more. Friends, before we go to understand what is the value of wisdom and how can we inculcate through our projects in the children, I want to recommend a book to you all written by Dr. Marsha Linehan. Its name is Building a Life Worth Living. ये एक ऐसी ऑटोबायोग्राफी है जो सबको पढ़नी चाहिए। कैसे उन्होंने सारी एडवर्सिटीज और पेन के बावजूद अपनी लाइफ बनाई और इससे बड़ी कोई इंस्पिरेशनल बुक मैंने आज तक नहीं पढ़ी। आप लोग सब नोट कर लीजिए इस किताब का नाम। तो चलते हैं विजडम क्या है इसको जानते हैं। दोस्तों, आपके मन में विजडम को लेकर जो भी धारणा है, जो भी डेफिनेशन है, जो भी मीनिंग है वो आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं। आई रिक्वेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू राइट व्हाट यू थिंक about wisdom. Yes, Rushali, the name of the book is Building a Life Worth Living. Building a Life Worth Living. Sundarji, you can please write in the chat box so that they get it. Okay, so my question to you all is, what do you think about the word wisdom? What do you think? Buddhi. Chandrasekhar ji keh rahe buddhi. Knowledge. Good knowledge. Okay? Or knowledge. Quality of being wise, Ghazala ji, very good. Knowledge to understand the perspective of life. It's a positive quality. Buddhimatta, experience, vision, ability to understand. Okay. right decision, kshamita. Okay, okay. What else do you think about wisdom? Learning from mistakes. Yes. Friends, can we... Okay, now my next question is, are we born with wisdom? Do we acquire wisdom as we grow up in the life? क्या हम बुद्धिमत्ता या विजडम के साथ जन्म लेते हैं, या जैसे जैसे हम बढ़ते हैं, बड़े होते हैं, वैसे वैसे हमें विजडम आने लगती है? व्हाट इज द केस अकॉर्डिंग टू यू? वी acquire it. Both. Rashmi ji कह रही both. We acquire it. Okay? Okay? We learn and we acquire. Both. We are born, but it increases over time. Okay. Now, the answer in psychology given by Dr. Marsha Linehan is that we are all born with the ability to be wise. That doesn't mean that we act wisely all the time, but we are born with the ability to be wise. If we want to, if we are given the choice, the chance, we can be wise, but that doesn't mean that we always act wisely. So some of the examples I can give about myself is, you all know I've been telling you that I am a diabetic and I have to take insulin regularly. Now I have a choice to regulate my diet, to do exercise consistently, to have a good night's sleep, to not to stress over unnecessary things. That would be wise, right? If I follow all these advices. And I am a medical doctor also. So do you think that there will be somebody, it is necessary for somebody to tell me these things? I already know them. I know what diet is good for me. I know what exercise is good for me. But do you think that I do all these things on my own regularly? क्या मैं हमेशा ऐसा करती हूँ जैसा मुझे करना चाहिए? हाँ ना बताइए. No, not always. No. And what about all of you? You all know what are the things that you should be doing. But do you actually do all those things that you should be doing? We don't. So then, why do we not do things that we should be doing? Why do we not act wisely? क्या कारण है? What is the reason? We are lazy? Yes. What else? Willpower? Yes. Time constraints? Circumstances? All these are very good reasons. But one of the most strongest reasons for us not being able to act wisely all the time is our emotional mind, our emotions, our temptations, our desires. So I do get tempted to eat sweets. I do get tempted to skip my exercise schedule. I do get tempted to watch reels on a loop. And these temptations emerge from my emotional mind. Now, psychology aims to help us think rationally. Rationally means going with the buddhi. जैसा करना चाहिए वैसा करो. But it doesn't always work because the rational mind is able to think rationally but may not be able to compel us to act rationally. And hence, Dr. Marsha Linehan came up with the concept of wise mind. Though in India, this concept has always been prevalent, जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं विवेक, विवेक शक्ति. एक है हमारा बुद्धि, एक है हमारा मन। इन दोनों को जो साथ में लेके चलता है वो है विवेक। तो पहले हम जरा डॉक्टर मार्शल लेनेन की लैंग्वेज में इस बात को 1 मिनट के लिए सुन लेते हैं, एंड देन वी विल गो अहेड। जो जो लोग इंग्लिश में इस बात को समझ पाए तो बहुत बढ़िया, नहीं समझ पाए तो इस बात को मैं वापस से हिंदी में दोहराऊंगी। सो अरविंद, कैन यू प्लीज रन दैट वीडियो?
So in general, when I'm teaching, the first skill I always teach is the skill of wise mind. And the skill is based on the basic belief that all people have within themselves the ability to be wise. And what you're going to be doing is simply teaching clients how to find their own wisdom. Now, besides wise mind, I have two other kinds of mind. Reasonable mind is when a person is only paying attention to reason itself. How you feel doesn't matter, what you want doesn't matter, what you're hoping for doesn't matter. None of that matters, because what they're looking for is what the facts are. Now we can go right across and run into emotion mind. What I mean by emotion mind is when you overdo emotions. This is when you're being completely controlled by emotions. So now we're going to move to what is wise mind. Wise mind includes the synthesis of both of those, and it's based on the idea that everyone has the capacity for wisdom.
Thank you so much, Arvind, for sharing that. My dear friends, what is it that you understood? Can someone help me to explain it in simple language to others? Please raise your hands if you would like to attempt that. आप में से कोई इसको समझाना चाहेगा बाकी लोगों को? What is it that Dr. Marsha was trying to say? Ria, can you come on the video and help us? Ria Lodaya. Can you please unmute yourself? Can you please come on the video and help us do that?
Yeah, hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Please
So
unmute your
for,
video.
would it be okay if I keep my video off?
Yes, it will be okay, but we would have been happy if we would have been able to see you.
I
But
would
it's
love to,
okay
but
if you,
actually currently I'm out, so that is the reason.
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You can just try and say.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Thank you. So basically, she was trying to convey the message that cause of this emotional things, like the way you before the video you have played, you have said the same thing. Cause of the emotions, there's all challenges we are facing in our life. The things which we want to do, we are not able to do that just because the emotions are the things. Jo in Hindi, if I say, then jo havi ho jate hai, which is somewhere making us stuck with the things which we want to do, but we are not able to do that. So that is what, yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, Ria. और
Thank
कोई
you, ma'am.
अटेम्प्ट करना चाहेगा इस बात को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए? ओके, तो मैं ही करती हूँ। देखिए, एक तरफ हमारा मन है जो हमको एक तरफ खींच रहा है और कह रहा है, एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं, क्योंकि ये वैल्यू हमने 11th ग्रेड के बच्चों के लिए ली है, तो 11th ग्रेड के बच्चे का एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं। 11th ग्रेड के बच्चे का मन कह रहा है, अभी तो 12th स्टैंडर्ड दूर है, बाद में पढ़ाई कर लेंगे, अभी नेटफ्लिक्स पे जो सीरीज आ रही है वो देख लेते हैं। ये कह रहा है उसका मन। और दूसरी तरफ उसकी बुद्धि क्या कह रही है? बुद्धि कह रही है कि अभी से अगर पढ़ाई नहीं की तो समय आते आते देर हो जाएगी, और जिस कॉलेज में मुझे एडमिशन चाहिए वो मुझे नहीं मिलेगा। ये कह रही है बुद्धि। तो एक तरफ बुद्धि है, एक तरफ मन है। जो इन दोनों में सामंजस्य बिठा सकता है वो है हमारा विवेक, वो है हमारा वाइज माइंड, जो ये कहे कि ठीक है, नेटफ्लिक्स भी देखना, पर पढ़ाई भी करना है। जो बैलेंस बिठा पाए वो है हमारा वाइज माइंड। और वाइज माइंड केवल हमें विचारों में नहीं है, एक्शन में भी हमें उसी तरह से मदद करता है कि चलो थोड़ी देर पढ़ाई कर लेता हूँ, फिर नेटफ्लिक्स की मूवी देखूंगा, या नेटफ्लिक्स के लिए मैं 1 घंटे का समय रखूंगा, उससे ज्यादा नहीं देखूंगा। सो दिस इज वाइज माइंड। तो एक पीपीटी मैंने छोटी सी बनाई थी जिसमें प्रोजेक्ट भी है, वो जल्दी से अरविंद रन कर देते हैं, जिसमें हम ये देख रहे हैं कि वाइज माइंड कैसे हम कल्टीवेट करें। हमने ये देख लिया कि वाइज माइंड की एबिलिटी, विजडम की एबिलिटी हम सबके अंदर है। ऐसा नहीं है कि हमको कहीं और से लाना है, हम सब विवेक को लेकर ही पैदा हुए हैं, पर उसको एक्सरसाइज कैसे करना है। सो दिस इज, ये ग्रे लाइंस आ रही हैं आप जब शेयर कर रहे हैं अरविंद, 2 ग्रे लाइंस आ रही है, एक टॉप में और एक बॉटम में। तो देखिए, इसको रन करिए अरविंद। So we have got 3 different minds, as Dr. Marsha just told us. Next. Rational mind, which is based on logic and facts and which tends to ignore emotions. Next. The emotional mind, which is driven by feelings and impulses and which often disregards logic. Next. Now we have got the wise mind, where it takes into consideration both our emotions and logic, and it works together to find a balanced solution. Next. So, for example, balancing studying and partying. Next. So, let's say the emotional mind is saying, I'll skip studying and I'll go to the party. But the rational mind is saying, next please, I'll avoid the party and only study. ऐसे भी बच्चे होते हैं जो प्री ऑक्यूपाइड हो जाते हैं और कुछ एंजॉय ही नहीं करते लाइफ, बिल्कुल ही एक कमरे में बंद कर लेते हैं खुद को। नेक्स्ट, द वाइज माइंड सेज आई स्टडी फर्स्ट एंड देन गो टू द पार्टी फॉर अ while. This is the wise mind. Next, please. I have taken many more examples in the project where a friend says something hurtful. The emotional mind says, next, please run करते जाओ. Please run the PPT. या तो मैं इनसे झगड़ा करूंगा या फिर मैं इनको क्या करूंगा, इग्नोर कर दूंगा, इनसे फ्रेंडशिप तोड़ लूंगा। बट द वाइज माइंड सेज आई विल कामली एक्सप्रेस हाउ आई फील एंड आई विल रिजॉल्व दिस इशू। सो दिस इज द वाइज माइंड। नाउ व्हाट इज आवर प्रोजेक्ट? द इंडिविजुअल प्रोजेक्ट इज द विजडम क्वेस्ट, a journey to the wise living, where we help the children do 4 activities in this project. Let us go to these. Arvind, can you show the poster instead of the PPT? PPT is going to take much more time. So just show the individual project ka poster and then the group project ka poster. So in the individual project, we help them to analyze and on what occasions have they been able to take wise decisions from their past experiences. We give them 4 scenarios and we ask them to decide what is it that they will do with the help of the wise mind. We also help them what is it that they learn from role models around them. And then in the 4th step, they compile everything and then they submit it. So this is the individual project of Wise Mind. And in the group project, it is the Wisdom Magazine. So the teacher makes groups of children and each group is assigned a theme. So we have suggested 10, 12 themes and the teacher can think of some more themes as well. So this is the individual project. Arvind is now being able to share it. Can you zoom out, Arvind? So see, the first one is solving life's dilemmas. we have given them a list of dilemmas. Then learning from role models. ऊपर करो इसे. And then the third one is from past experiences, and then sharing experiences and reflecting. And they can prepare a worksheet or a short video and upload on the portal once they have done all this. Then please share the group project as well, which is the Wisdom Magazine, where groups of children, they select a theme. So for example, one of the themes suggested by us, as you can see in the poster, is how to make loyal friends, how to be successful in life and have career success, how to find happiness and peace. These are some of the themes. One group takes one theme and then they go to the community members, which can be their family members, their teachers, other people in the community, like the medical professionals or whoever they want to interview. And they conduct interviews with the interviewee. And we have given some sample questions, but they can, of course, add their own questions and they compile the answers. After they have compiled the answers, they now create a collage of the collected wisdom and they make, they support it with stories, with quotes, and with experiences. They edit it, refine the content, then they compile everything. They make a single magazine and they make a classroom presentation of that magazine, and then they distribute the magazine to the other classes, and they may print it or they may just share the soft copies along with their teachers' help. The final version is also uploaded on our portal for further evaluation. So these are the wisdom projects that we have made for 11th grade.